Okay, so what have we done with this chair? First, I primed it with a bonding primer, then I added my decoupage paper, then I painted everything blue color, dark blue, then added some dry brushing with dark green, then I started blending the decoupage paper with different stencils, first with green ones, then with the pink flowers to join it with the little decoupage paper here with the dragonflies. Then I added stencil where I could as well, and then because those parts were kind of small and would be tricky for stencil, I've decided to hand paint the little leaves, also on the legs, on the sides, and then added gold for highlights everywhere. Sealed it with 2 coats of lacquer. First I used matte lacquer, then gloss, just to be a little bit more durable because it is a chair that will be used, and it's nice and shiny now, and it's ready for my customer to be delivered to her tomorrow. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I hope you will like this step-by-step video. I'm starting this new chair commission. My customer picked this horse design, so I'm gonna put here, and then I have 2 other dragonfly papers to add. So I'll start with this one. I'm using the Sloan clear matte lacquer as my glue and my top coat, and I need to work quite fast because it's really hot today, and it's gonna dry really quickly as well. So some underneath as a glue, some on top, and more. Okay, and then smooth it out. There is no wrinkles. It's a really nice rice paper, so there is never any wrinkles on it. And do the edges nice and well, so they are sticking down. There we go. I think that kind of it. It's almost dry already because it's so hot. Like I was looking for some shade in my garden because I burned my back yesterday working on a garden gate as a commission as well, but there is no shade. And then she also picked those dragonflies, so I think I'm gonna put one kind of here and another one there, and then we'll blend it all with paints, transfers, stencils, that kind of stuff. So there is one, you know, for now looks random, but it's not going to be random when I'm done. And then the other one maybe there. There we go. Similar colors, so it's not too bad, because I thought they're not going to match, but I think they will. Okay, and then I'm gonna paint it. Okay, the color we're gonna go with is this one, and painting a chair like this can be a real pain. You need to watch for all the build-up and stuff like that, go around it all the time. I'm gonna do some texture as well, so it's easier to then blend. And then I'm gonna add some dark green on top of that as well to blend it better. But yeah, first I'm gonna paint it all with this blue. Try to hide from the sun a little bit. And then, if I don't melt, I'm gonna add another coat and then do some blending. But I'm gonna leave you with this one because it's nothing interesting. But let me paint this one color. So I'm gonna come back when this is all done, and then we're gonna start playing with other things. Okay, one coat is done. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit, then I'm gonna do a second coat so it's a full color, because obviously there are some white bits and stuff. So I'm gonna do second coat, and then I'm gonna come back and do some blending and then stencils and other things on it. For the next step, I'm gonna use the Amsterdam green. I'm gonna do kind of like dry brushing, but not dry brushing, a little bit more to add that second color. And then after that, I'm gonna start with stencils and bringing everything together, stuff like that. So it's not really to blend that in, it's just to add another color, and the stencils around it will give us a nice frame, and we'll join it together, kind of. It's finally cooled down, it's almost 9 p.m. so it is cooling down, so I can work in the garden. There we go. Here and there, not the full coverage, just adding another color, a little bit of interest, because there will be stencils, and sometimes something looks random, but then when you start adding more, it will come together. There we go, a little bit on top. I might do some hand painting here, like little leaves, because my customer have done like a little AI version on her phone, and it was showing her some leaves on it, but stencils might be too big for it because they're quite small, so I might just hand paint some leaves and some greenery. Shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. Okay, I'm just gonna play around with that, and then I'm gonna leave it till tomorrow and do stencils and everything else tomorrow. Now it's all done, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do stencils, and I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I'm gonna do some stencils. I have two greens that I always mix. They are over here. I have two different stencils, but I'm gonna start with this one. And then when you do stencils around the picture, I always overlap it, so it helps to blend the picture with the stencil. So I'm gonna overlap it a little bit, and I always mix the two colors. So I'll start with the dark, then I'm gonna add the light, because obviously that's the dark that I've added already to this chair. So then I'm gonna add some light one. and I'm doing like a little dab here, instead of going in circles, which is also a good way for doing stencils, but because this one is not really sticking that well to the picture, I don't wanna any bleed through, and also that gives me nice texture if I just do the dabbing. And then I'm gonna mix the colors again a little bit so they look more natural. And in here I'm getting onto the flowers, and I don't want to get onto the flowers, so I will just do a little bit of that. And there it is. I'm gonna do more. Okay. Yeah, I need a towel to wipe it off, because normally I do it on my trousers, but I don't want to get those trousers too dirty yet. They are for painting, but they don't have any dirt on them yet, so I'm gonna be nice to them. Okay, and then I'm gonna go this way and add some more. Okay, let's start with light. Okay, so this one is not lying well, but yeah, I can push it down. There we go. And then on the smaller parts of this chair, I'm just gonna hand paint some little leaves and vines and stuff like that. Oh, sorry, can you see? There we go. Oh, and then yeah, that's a dragonfly there, so I'm not gonna paint over it. Okay. See, that's a nice way of blending the paper into the design. And I'm gonna add different ones. I have different stencil, so I'll play around. There's not that much space really to do stencil on it, so it's mostly on the seat. And in here I will probably just hand paint, and everywhere else I don't know, because yeah, stencil will be difficult, so we'll play around. So this is what it looks like with stencils on the seat, and I'm gonna start some hand painting on those bits. Okay, I'm gonna go with a very small brush, and we also need some water for the paint to flow well, and we'll see how it goes. So first I'm gonna do the middle part. And you shouldn't really be learning how to hand paint from me, because I'm learning. But hey ho, we'll see how it goes. Maybe a little bit more paint. Okay, and now let's do like little leaves. I hope that the focus will be okay. And then I'll probably add another color. What's going on with the focus there? Yeah, and just little leaves. And then when that all gonna be done, I'm gonna go with a second color to add some highlights. Yeah, that's not too bad, nothing complicated. Can make them different sizes. I don't know, should I spread them out a little bit more? I mean, to be honest, no, they're gonna look better if they're not spread out, but it will be time consuming. But I'm having fun, so that's fine. Yeah, this one is a little bit weird, but that's fine. They're sometimes weird in the nature as well. Yeah, because they should really be, when they coming back to the stem, they should not be wide like this, but narrow. I think they look better when they're narrow. And then I have some like white bits of paint here and there, but I will still have gold highlights, so that will cover it. Now I'll probably do some dots, kind of like a folk inspired dots around the leaves as well, because to me dots are always fun. I hope that my customer won't mind. So I'm not speaking loud or anything, because it's not even 9 a.m. I'm in my garden. My husband is sleeping after a night shift, so I don't want to wake him up. And I also don't want to disturb my neighbors if they sit in the garden or something. I don't think anybody is, but just in case, because that would be annoying. There it is, almost there. Halfway there, the cats are running wild. It's another really nice day. We are going for a concert later on to Glasgow to see Metallica. So that will be fun, but it's in a stadium, so we'll see how sunny it's going to be. But there should be thunderstorms, I think. So that might be fun. The birds are wild as well. The other day, because we have this special fence here for the cats not to escape, a magpie got into the garden and didn't know how to exit. So I had to catch it with a towel and let it out away from the cats. But the cats were kind of wanted to get it, but they were really bad at it. So they were kind of lying next to it, which is good for the magpie and good for me, because I was trying to get the cats out of the garden, but they weren't listening, obviously. It's this one now. Almost there. Yeah, so if you just try and hand painting for the very first time, don't think about it like anybody can do a leaf. I can't hand paint, but I'm just trying, and then those are easy shapes, so you can just repeat them. They don't have to be the same. So it's an easy way to start your hand painting journey. And the shadow is not helping with you to see, but yeah, I'm not the best at making videos, sorry. Maybe one day. Because I can't really paint in my... I was trying from this, but then... Oh, maybe that would be better. But then upside down for me, I don't know. Ooh. That's fine. Because I normally paint in my conservatory, but you can imagine how hot it is in there now, so I can't do it. So I'm painting in my garden. But that's hot as well, and I burned my back the other day. So I can't really sit in the sun too much because my back hurts. But the sun is not too bad yet. There we go. And with a design like this, you can kind of customize it, because on this side I have very little space for the leaf. But in here I have more space, so I can make a bigger leaf. So then I can fill the whole space that I have. Okay. And the last one. And there we go. Nice. So then I'm gonna take a different color. Should I go for the dark? No, I'll go for the light. For the bright. There we go. I'm gonna use the same brush. Just a little bit here and there. Yeah, even something like that. Just add in a little interest. But yeah, can't really see anything on this video. I'm terrible. But better than nothing. Let's go like this. That's actually quite quick. I hope it's gonna look alright. I'm improvising, haven't done it before. Where are we here? The birds are so loud. Hey, Ayla. Ayla is here. And we are here. I'll probably finish this chair today, if I will have enough time, because like I said, we're going to the concert, so we are leaving probably about 3, and my mom is supposed to visit soon. But I can paint with my mom being here, so maybe I will finish today. That would be nice. There we go. Okay, so let's see, something like this. I'm gonna do the other side, and Phoebe's here as well. Okay, I've done both sides. There we go. For now, I'm gonna have some breakfast and add some more. So I've added leaves here and here, and at the back of this as well. And yeah, I don't know if I should be adding any more. Would that be too much? Should I just do like some spots here? Don't know. Okay, I added some flowers to tie with those flowers from the dragonflies. And I went a little bit more crazy, but I think I need to stop myself now. And then I added another stencil here. So on one hand, those legs look bare, but on the other hand, would that be too much if I add the flowers there as well? So I think I'm gonna go with gold, or maybe some dots there, and then gold, and see what it looks like. More is more, or should I stop? Decisions. So I've used this stencil and this stencil. And I just had a different idea. I'm not gonna do dots. I'm gonna do like a different leaves. Let's see. I thought maybe like a leaf like this. Oh, it's not. Doesn't wanna see it. What is going on? Oh well. A leaf like this. Why it's not? This camera is not working with me. And I thought, so one leaf here. Oh, there it is. And then one leaf this way. And maybe like a pink dot in the middle. In there, holding them. Something like that. Let's see how it goes. Ooh. Making a mess. Okay. Doesn't have focus again. Or, yeah, dots in between. I don't know. No, I'm gonna see. It's not focusing. But gonna continue with my little leaves. Don't know why it doesn't want to focus on that, but that leaf is too far away. Let's make them longer. And then, okay, another one, and then I'm gonna do my dots and see how that works. And then leave here, and then I'm gonna get this paint. Oh, but I need something to do the dot with. Ooh, scary. Is that gonna be too big? Oh, that's okay. Okay, I need more. And here, oh, I need to rest my hand. Yeah, you can't see anything. This is terrible, but I'll try to get it to focus. Okay, something like that. I'll put that. Maybe if I put my hand behind it. Oh, there it is. Something like that. We'll see. I think I am done with the hand painting and stencils and everything else. I think I will only add gold now. There we go. There's nothing on those legs. But I think I'll leave them. Yeah, I'm gonna let it dry and then add gold. Okay, I think it's finished. but let me know. It's not easy to see everything in the sun, but yeah, there is a dragonfly there, and then you have a pink stencil here. That's all hand painted on the sides, hand painted here, then on the sides here with another stencil. So only the legs don't have anything like painted on them other than the gold highlights, because then I didn't know if that would be too much, but if you want I can add it, let me know. And a little bit here. And there it is. This piece is now finished. My customer is happy with it and I'm happy with it. So now I'm gonna seal it. I'm gonna seal it with my favorite, which is Sloan clear matte lacquer. I'm gonna seal it twice. I'll probably seal it with the gloss one as well after the matte one, just because it is a chair that, you know, people will sit on. So I want it as durable as possible. I'm using Sloan small flat brush as well because it's nice and soft. And I'm just applying my lacquer. Today is finally a little bit cooled down in Scotland. We had a massive storm overnight, and I can actually lacquer the furniture during the day, because before it was too hot for that and the lacquer would just go white straight away because it was drying as I was applying, so you can't really do it on a hot day. So I will do the whole piece, leave it for a couple of hours, and then after that I'm gonna do another coat, probably with gloss, and the second coat always goes much quicker because obviously now the piece is kind of drinking all this water from the lacquer and it takes longer to cover it, but once it's all lacquered, the base coat, it's nice and smooth, and the second coat it takes no time to add. So, but you need to watch from every side because you don't want any of that milky color, because that will dry white and we don't want that. So especially with a chair like this, it might be a little bit annoying because you need to twisting it and looking from every angle to make sure there is no milky color anywhere, especially on those parts. Go around. That's why I put it on my little dollies, so it's on wheels, so I can move it easily, and I'll be looking from every side, and then do the bottom. And then my customer also asked me to add felt underneath the legs, so I'm gonna do that because I can. Never done it before, but it shouldn't be too difficult. And I have some felt lying somewhere back from my jewelry making days, and so I will do that. Yeah, and now, not to bore you and also to keep myself entertained, I'm gonna finish this video and I'm gonna put a morbid podcast on to keep me entertained while I'm working, and I will show you the end result in a couple of hours, and then this video will be done. and I hope you like it.